Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here. Today we're going over what are we going? I can't remember the name of the drink. It is called Cayenne Spice Hot Energy, the planet's #1 hot shop. Hot shop? Is Spice a hot shop, or is it Pepper Palace? I think Pepper Palace makes the drink. It's not very clear when you see the can. I'll show you, but it's coming right up. Hello again, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. And in today's video, I got a spicy one for you. It is a spicy energy drink called Cayenne Spice Hot Energy from Pepper Palace, the planet's #1 hot shop. And I think they trademarked that. Yeah, they did. They registered trademarked that. But I'm not really sure if the registered trademark place, building, foundation really looks into it. I think they just look up to see if those words have been trademarked. I don't know if they look up false advertising or not. Maybe it is the planet's #1 hot shop. I do not know. But I digress and say, where did I get this drink? Well, as you guys know, I get a lot of drinks from one person, and that person is Energy Drink Josh. So thank you so much to Energy Drink Josh for sending me this drink. Really do appreciate it. Be sure to check him out on Instagram. He is bound to have something you haven't seen before. I mean, this is Pepper Palace. How could I not try it? It's a spicy energy drink, and there's not a lot of spicy energy drinks out there. I mean, if I told you there was 5 spicy energy drinks out there, you'd probably be surprised that there's 5 of them. But what if I told you there were 6 or 7 or even 8 spicy energy drinks out there? Would you believe me? Why wouldn't you? Why would I make it up? Look at all the drinks I review. Reviewed over 1,000 drinks, and there's probably more than 10 out there. I just haven't reviewed them because it's not a popular flavor category at all. Not just for me, but in general. Not a lot of people. Spicy stuff is a little bit niche. You know, some people say they like spicy stuff, but then they try and have something really spicy, and they're out of the game. They're like, oh, we like buffalo wings. It's like, yeah, that's not true spicy lover. That's people who like a little bit of spice in their life. So, you know, people of the world, spice up your life. And even every boy and every girl, they can spice up their life with this Spice Pepper Palace energy drink. And did you guys know? You guys probably don't know. I get a decent amount of new people to the channel, especially when I do drinks like this. But I actually did the Hot Chip Challenge. It does not have caffeine in it. Every now and again, on a rare occasion, I will do a video that doesn't have caffeine in it. So I am going to put it right there for you. I'm not even putting it at the end of the video. I'm putting it right there. I am putting a card right there so you guys can click on it right now, or just go search for it at the end. It's up to you. But I actually did the Hot Chip Challenge. It was a once in a lifetime experience, because I am not doing that again. I'm not doing your hot gummy bears. I'm not doing your hot anything. That was enough for me. My taste buds are too precious for these energy drink reviews to be ruining them with spicy stuff, which I'm curious how hot this is going to be. So why don't we go ahead and take a quick look at some of the ingredients and wait till you see this nutrition facts panel. And when we take a look at the nutrition facts panel, actually, let's scale that down a little bit. Let's look at the back of the can. Just look at the whole back of the can. That is what you call your most generic back of the can there is, and that is because it is made by a third-party energy drink. And let's move that out of the way. Let's just put lots of pictures up there. If you want to know about third-party energy drinks, I did a full video on it. I will try to remember to put that at the end of this video for you, because it's an interesting video about these energy drink warehouses or facilities, manufacturers that they don't produce. They're not real energy drink companies. They're basically producing stuff for other people. So if you wanted to create your own energy drink, you would contact one of these companies. They'd put something together for you, and then you'd just be responsible for advertising for it. And they tend to be pretty generic. They tend to be pretty standard. Not to say that they're bad, but they're usually not really great quality energy drinks, and they tend to go out of business pretty quick because they are fairly generic. And listen, if you want to send them some cayenne pepper or whatever it is they're putting in this drink, they'll put it in this generic energy drink. So I'm expecting a generic energy drink out of this. Oh, that they added pepper flavor to. They added cayenne pepper flavoring to it. And let's get back into the nutrition facts panel. You're only going to be getting 25 calories out of this drink because it is a sugar-free drink, so you're getting 0 sugar. You are getting 4 grams of carbs, so I'm guessing that cayenne pepper has carbs in it, because I'm not sure where else you get the carbs. And it does have 230 milligrams of sodium in it, it. Zero protein, zero fat, and 200% of most of your common B vitamins that they put in energy drinks, including niacin, B6, B12, and pantothenic acid. Let's go ahead. Let's do this. Let's see how spicy this thing is. And here's the can. Yeah, they did a decent design on the can. I mean, it's kind of generic, really. But, I mean, if that is the Pepper Palace logo, then they got their logo on there. They got the flames in the background, giving it a nice background image, nice gradient. And their Spice logo is a little bit clever by having the pepper as the eye. Don't love the can, don't hate it. Can see where they were going with it. Have there been better designs out there? Yes. It seems like they have a couple of things on there. Like I said, they wanted to get their Spice logo on there. They wanted to get their Pepper Palace logo on there. But they have far too much color in different places and way too many fonts. But let's go ahead. Let's taste it out. And we got some caramel color in there. I saw it on the ingredients. So you're getting this light energy drink color out of it. Let's see how generic it is. And let's see how spicy it is. See if that spiciness can overcome the genericness of it. Let's taste it out. Comes to spicy, you gotta give it a second. Here we go, give it a second. Let's see if this spice is gonna stack now. And man, this is interesting. I don't want to give it away until I have a few more sips for the full effect. Let's go back in from the can. I always go back in from the can. All right. Okay. All right. So for your carbonation, you're getting a medium to high carbonation. It's very standard for an energy drink. And for your sweetness, oh man, it's really hard to say because the spiciness of the drink really overcomes any of the sweetness. So I would have to say that it's probably a medium to high sweetness, but you can't taste the sweetness. So I wouldn't say it's low because I do know that they have sucralose in there. And on your very, very original sip, you can taste the sweetness. I think it has a standard amount of your sweetness in there, but it is overpowered by the spicy flavor. For your flavor profile, very, very difficult as well. I don't review many spicy drinks, and it's really hard to go over the flavor profile because even though it might be very spicy, it doesn't really mean it's got a good flavor to it, if you know what I mean. So for your flavor profile, I'm going to say that it's a medium to high, closing in on high, and that's sort of the goodness of the flavor profile, the strength of the flavor profile. But giving it that score, it is only appropriate to let you know how spicy it is on a scale of 1 to 10. And I would have to say that you are, let's see, for the spiciness, I would say you're going between a 6 and a 7. And 5 is pretty spicy. A lot of the drinks don't really go too much higher than 5. I think there's only been one that I recall went higher than 5, and that was the cocaine energy drink. And back then, I didn't even really have a spiciness meter. But that being said, let's talk about the flavor. Going into it, I knew that it was going to be a generic energy drink, and I had a feeling I couldn't tell which was going to be stronger. And I immediately got hit by the standard generic energy drink taste, and I was like, eh. And if you guys don't know what that is, I'm not really sure how to explain it. Think of your original Red Bull base flavor, and everyone trying to copy that with their other drinks like Red Thunder and every other generic energy drink that's come out since then. The generic energy drinks try to taste like two different flavors. They're either going the way of more Red Bull generic or more Monster generic, and there's a lot of companies that do those too, and this is going really more of the generic Red Bull flavor without the delicious Red Bullness, just that base generic energy drink flavor. But then it is relatively quickly replaced by this spiciness, and the spiciness does start to build. It goes to a 2, it goes to a 3, it goes to a 4, and then as you're waiting, as I said, okay, let's give this a minute or so, I said, all right, it's close to being a 5, so how spicy is this gonna go? I took a few more sips, it went to 5, it slowly went to 5.5, it hit that 6, went in for that third, fourth sip, went in back from the can, and it hit 7. But then after it hits 7, it's definitely spicy. You're definitely getting this thing. It's not going to make your eyes water, at least not me. Maybe it depends on how sensitive you are to spicy drinks. But then it started to subside a little bit, and it hung around that 6 area. And while it was hanging around that 6 area, the spicy flavor wasn't really that great of a spicy flavor. Like, it had this hotness in your mouth, but it wasn't like a good hotness. Like, it definitely wasn't like a lingering of buffalo, and maybe it was a lingering of the cayenne pepper. I do know that when I did the hot chip challenge, that flavor was disgusting, and I wouldn't say this was disgusting, but it leaves a flavor in your mouth that's really not that great. And as it hangs around that 5-6 range, you're going to continue to get that 6 out of it, that spiciness, and maybe even for you it might hang around that 7 mark, but it hangs around there. But then as you keep drinking it, you start to be able to taste that generic energy drink flavor, and it's like a little bit in the aftertaste. It's like trying to fight out that spiciness. Like, oh man, that spicy flavor isn't that great, and then that generic flavor comes in. So overall, very interesting. If you like spicy things, I think you're gonna like it, because you know it does hit that 7 mark. It is an interesting flavor to try, but I think the effect quickly wears off. Now, whenever I review spicy things or refer to other things, I will always refer things to Cocaine Energy Drink, because their original drink was spicy, and it was kind of a novelty to be like, hey, try this spicy energy drink out. But it was a good spicy energy drink. It continued to stay spicy, and it had a good spicy flavor to it, as opposed to this spicy flavor that's not that great. So I always encourage people, if you like spicy drinks, to try out the Cocaine Energy Drink. And there are other ones, so why don't we go ahead and actually take a look at the Caffeine Man rating chart to see all the spicy energy drinks that are out there. And one of my favorites out there was actually the Blood, Sweat, and Tears from G Fuel, which was much more of a cinnamon spice. It really went the way of like a candy, similar to like your hot fireball kind of candy. And like I said, there are lots of different kinds of spicy flavors. I actually really enjoyed the Legend Spicy Ginger, and that spice was being brought to you by a really strong, solid ginger flavor. And as you can see, the Cocaine at a 9.2, and these aren't based on how spicy they are. They're not on the spicy meter. These are based on how good of a flavor they are, because that G Fuel cinnamon spice wasn't like super hot. I would actually say this drink is hotter than that. The Cocaine is hotter than that, but I just really like the flavor of the G Fuel one. But enough about those. Where's this gonna be going? Originally, upon my first sip of getting that generic flavor, then slowly being replaced by the spiciness, I was thinking like it maybe like a 7-9. But then as it started to get a little bit spicier, the generic flavor went away. I said, oh, it's accomplishing that spicy flavor, and it was going up to like an 8.5, 8.6. I was curious if it was going to hit the 9 level, but then that spicy flavor hung around, started tasting like a bad spicy flavor, and then not only did it become a bad spicy flavor, it started to get that generic energy drink flavor. And I'm just like, yeah, after the first few sips, once you get to half the can, it's just not tasting like a good drink, and I don't think you're going to be able to make it to like the bottom of the drink. I would have to say that this really did drop down like a lot, and I would have to say that I'm not going to drop it down to the disgusting level. Disgusting level is below 7. Once you hear 6 come out of my mouth, you're like, I'm not trying that drink. But I am going to go 7.1, because I think the spicy people are going to want to try it. If you like whatever that spicy, nasty flavor is, then you might like this drink. I am guessing maybe it is the cayenne. I am not a pepper connoisseur, but whatever the pepper flavor was, I did not like that pepper flavor, and the generic energy drink flavor did not help out whatsoever. 7.1. Thank you again, Energy Drink Josh, for sending me this drink. I really do appreciate it. If you're looking to pick it up, you will most likely not be able to find it in stores, or you might be able to find it in your novelty stores or stores that actually like to sell different kind of hot sauces and hot pepper spicy stuff. But most likely, if you don't have those near you, I'm guessing you just have to buy it online from their site, pepperpalace.com. But if you do like spicy drinks, I recommend checking out some of the other ones on the list as well. I've done numerous videos on cocaine energy drink because they used to have an 8 ounce, they went up to a 12 ounce, and then they actually recently got bought out by another company and have a lot more different flavors, but I'd stick with that spicy one. If you want to check out that review on cocaine, you can check out that video right there. And if you want to see a video of my top, no, I was going to put my generic energy drinks, third-party review. That's it, the third-party private label companies. Check out that video right there. Very interesting information in there. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night.